guys, it is Thursday. I hope everyone's day is off to an amazing start. Thanks so much for stopping in today, guys. Today, I wanted to come in and share with you, I believe I have 7 tips today. I'm typically doing 5, but 7 tips today for helping you to decorate and style your family room. You know those family rooms get used a lot. So those of you who have ordered new furniture, you've gone out and you're maybe thinking about buying new furniture, or if you're just simply wanting to kind of refresh the space and you need some tips and ideas, I have 7 of them for you today. If at all possible, you want to start with a clean slate, you want to move everything out of the family room and really start with a clean slate so that you can come in with brand new, fresh ideas. All right, and so after you have done that, you then ideally want to place your furniture. However, I think you can, if you have a good sense of scale, you're good with your measurements, or if you have a property brother around the house, you can get your rug in there first. So that is actually what I like to do. Sometimes, guys, you know, rugs can be extremely expensive. And so when you come across a good deal on a rug, sometimes you just have to go ahead and snag it up. And that was actually the case with me. So here I have decided to lay out my rug first before placing my furniture in. And so when you are deciding on your rug, there are a couple of things you want to kind of consider. One being the scale. All right, the size of your rug should be comparable to the size of the space that you're trying to decorate. Now there are a couple of exceptions to this particular rule. Sometimes you may want a rug that's going to be set for just a full size room. Other times you may want just an accent rug, a rug that's going to kind of help warm up a smaller area. All right, as you can see here, guys, I actually went with a full size room. The space that I have allotted for this particular rug is going to encompass just about our entire family room. All right, so as you are out considering your rugs, you not only want to consider the scale and the size, but you also want to consider the texture of your particular rug. All right, are you going to get a rug that's a little bit more, I guess, nappy, if you will, a rug that is a little bit more shaggy, a rug that's going to give you more of a smoother or oriental vibe? So those are all things that you know, really want to consider when you're going out to purchase those rugs. So as you guys see here, our rug is more on the shaggier side. Once you get your rug home, you now want to decide your placement of that particular rug. Are you going to center your rug on your room? Are you going to place your rug in more of a conversational type of situation, you know, as it relates to your furniture? So what I like to do is actually place my rug in accordance to how I'm going to place my furniture. As you see it here, it is not necessarily centered on the room. That is not something I was trying to go for. I think sometimes when you do that, it can kind of throw things off balance in your space. So aligning your rug with your actual furniture pieces and making it more conversational is absolutely a good idea. So tip number 2 for getting your family room in order as we approach this holiday season, guys, is going to be your furniture. All right, so we have our rug, and ideally you want to kind of put the furniture first, but like I said, if you find a good deal on a rug, you can absolutely start with your rug first. All right, and so that is what I did here. I have my rug. I think it's to scale. I have a larger size family room, so I wanted to get a larger size rug. However, if you have a large family room and you just want to get an accent rug, that's the way you're going to place the furniture in your family room. That works also. All right, so we have our rug. All right, so now we want to think about the furniture, okay? Your furniture should also be to scale, just like with the rug. You don't want to, if you have a larger family room, get smaller furniture pieces. All right, you want to leave those pieces for the smaller rooms in your house. All right, if you have a smaller family room, family room. You don't necessarily want to put really big bulky pieces in your room, because then now your room just becomes just all about the furniture. You walk in, that's all you see, furniture. There's no space for you to mingle. You're tripping over sofas. You don't want to do that either. All right, so get furniture pieces that are absolutely to scale, and then once you get those pieces into the room, guys, you may at this point have to tweak the placement of your rug. All right, you want to, like I said earlier, center your rug or place your rug in accordance to where you have placed the furniture. Okay, you don't have to center the rug on the room. Everything needs to kind of cohesively work together, and it kind of brings the space into more of a like conversational type zone. If you have a larger family, you may want to get some of the larger sectional type sofas. I know that there are only 3 people here in this house, but we love a good sectional sofa in your family room. That is the perfect place to just kind of sit and lounge and hang out. So we do have a sectional in here. However, we also do have one of the standard sofas, and although they were not purchased together, I do love the fact that the textures are a little bit different, but they still kind of work together. What I don't like is maybe going to some of the furniture stores and purchasing the entire room. I think it makes your home look a little bit too cookie cutter. Our homes should kind of express and exude who we are personally. Okay, we don't have to let the people at the furniture store dictate what furniture pieces we have to have in our home. So it's absolutely okay, in my opinion, to go out and buy a sofa from this particular store and another sofa from another store, or kind of, you know, kind of buy a piece from this particular showroom and another piece from another showroom. It's absolutely okay to do that. Okay guys, and so we are on tip number 3. 4 more tips to go. Tip number 3 for decorating your family room, getting that family room in order as we quickly approach the holiday season, is going to be, all right, so you have your rug, you have your sofas, now you need a point of interest, a focal point. What is going to be that wow factor in your room? Well, for me, here in our home, it is our coffee table. I love this coffee table. It is glass, it is silver, it has such great reflective properties. You know, it's gonna be getting darker a lot earlier soon, so I just love it when I can walk into this space and the room is just, it's still bright. It's still able to illuminate the space because of the nature of the materials that are used in this particular coffee table. Now, not saying that you have to go out and get a coffee table and make that your point of interest. All right, it could be a mirror, it could be lamps, it could be your end tables, but it just happens to be here in our home, it is the coffee table. And so as I accessorize my coffee table, you can see here that it has multiple points of interest. So not only is the coffee table itself extremely interesting, in my opinion, the items that I have chosen to accessorize the table with are also interesting. All right, one item that I want to point out, 5 items that I want to point out, but they are just one group: books. All right, please accessorize the space. You're somewhere in your family room, place books. They are always interesting when you have family and friends over, you know, as people are mingling throughout your party, you're having an event. It's great for them to be able to go to a bookshelf and pull a book off, or you know, pull a book off from the table. It's always great. You can also accessorize those books even further by placing an accessory atop that book. It brings height to the space and also brings a little bit of attention to that particular accessory. So my tip number 3, again, for getting that family room up to speed, is going to be select a focal point for the room. If you are in the market to buy a new piece for the space, get a really great piece and let that piece be the focal point. Let that piece shine throughout the space. Tip number 4 for decorating that family room, getting it together, is going to be add balance. Bring some balance to the space. We have our rug, we have our sofa, we have a coffee table or some other point of interest. How are we now going to bring all of this together? How are we going to add balance? And the way that I like to bring balance, and I also want to say structure to my family room, is to bring in end tables and lamps. All right, end tables and lamps, I feel, really ground the family room. They really add, I feel, a welcoming touch. Now, here again, that word scale. When you are purchasing your lamps and you have a large space, you want to get lamps that have a little bit of prominence to them. You don't want to get teeny tiny baby lamps and you have a really nice size family room. All right. Also, guys, as we select our lamps, of course, you want to think about the scale, but you also want to think about the color. All right, the texture of the lamps. Do you want to have one of the maybe brocade type lamp shades? Do you want to have an iridescent type base? Do you want your base to be metallic or some other type of metal? Do you want to have a glass base? All of these things you really want to consider as you purchase those lamps and bring them into your home. I will say, I have on occasion purchased lamps and had to take them back multiple times. So a tip here also, keep your receipt. All right, keep your receipts, so just in case you know it looks great in the store, you get them home and they're just not gonna work. All right, keep your receipt. You won't have any problems taking them back, hopefully. But yeah, so tip number 4. Bring balance into the space. Once you have your rug and your sofas and your piece that's going to be your standout piece, bring it all together with your end tables and your lamps. Okay, guys, tip number 5 is going to be add in some accent pieces, okay? Accent pieces, I feel, really bring the space to life. What are you going to do to add a bit of personality back to the space or into the space? What I like to use, guys, are accent pillows. Now, all of the sofas that I have purchased in my lifetime have come with pillows. However, I have never been a fan of the pillows that actually come with the sofas. So I will typically remove those pillows and relocate them to other places in the house. If I can't find another use for them in the house, I will go ahead and, you know, donate those pillows to Goodwill. But just adding in accent pillows, guys, I really think they add a lot of texture. They add layers to your sofas and also the room. I know that I love going to Home Goods and TJ Maxx to purchase my throw pillows. They're just great for your sofas. You can usually find them at a really reasonable price. And like I said, they just really add a lot of texture and layers to your family room. All right, guys, and so tip number 6 for getting your family room in order is going to be choose your accent color. If you are like me, you love a good gray and a good silver, all right? But sometimes you need to break that color up. You need to break up the monotony of those type of neutral hues. So whatever your color palette fancy is, choose that accent color and kind of intermittently disperse it throughout your family room. And I'm telling you, it will not take over the space, but it's just going to give that little pop of color that your family room is going to be screaming for. Again, if you decorate with, like me, your grays and your silvers or whatever that just that one color is that you love to decorate with, you're going to have to, if you really want to make your space come alive, choose that accent color. All right, guys, and so tip number 7, all right, for getting that family room in order is going to be add some greenery. All right, nothing brings the space alive, nothing brings the space to life like adding some plants. You can add faux plants. I know that the faux trees, believe it or not, are making a huge resurgence here lately. Faux plants are always a great alternative, but if you have that green thumb, adding some of your real plants into the space is an option as well. But either way, add some greenery into your family room if you are really trying to bring that space alive. Well, that is it, guys. Those are my 7 tips for decorating your family room, getting it in order order as you begin to welcome guests into your home this holiday season. All right, so we were talking about the family room. Those of you with a living room and a family room, what is the actual difference? What is the difference between a family room and a living room? I would love to know. Leave your comments below. Again, guys, thanks so much for stopping in today. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.